So when it comes to actually physically sitting down and getting your work done, and planning and all the things that go with your business, are you everywhere? Are you all over the place? Today we're going to talk about project management software. We're going to talk about how we can hone that in and give us a sense of productivity, like we're accomplishing something, and we can do that through having a good project management software. And the real question is project management software even for me? So we're going to talk about that today. So thanks for joining my channel. Again, I am Regina Butler, and I talk all things behind the scenes in your business with the goal to help small businesses elevate to be the very best they can. If that means elevating you as a CEO, or elevating your team, or even elevating your processes, these are things that we want to work on as we try to be better business owners and better CEOs. So, with that being said, let's start today by talking about project management software. And as I stated, the real question is it even for me? I'm a solopreneur. It's just me and my business. I don't need project management software. And I will tell you that I fought trying to get it because I kept saying, I'm a list person. I can just write everything down on a list and I get it done. I just check it off. But as your business begins to grow and as you begin to take on more responsibilities and more tasks and do the things and kind of like run your business the way that it should be run, you start to realize that there are a lot of responsibilities and you have things to keep track of. And this is where project management software can come in. Now, project management software, there are many different ones, and just to name a few, I'll tell you there's Asana, there's ClickUp, there's Trello, there's Notion. There's so many more, but those are some of the ones that people have been gravitating to, especially small businesses. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about whether that's even for you. So, a project management software system is something that helps track your work, track your tasks, track your progress, track your productivity. So we'll talk about that a little bit more in detail. But the beauty of it is that it helps you as a business owner remain organized or to reorganize yourself in the way you do some things and to help you track what you do from day to day. It helps you if you have a team. It helps you track the team on what they're doing from day to day. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. In full transparency, I was the one like I'm a to do person. I'm a to do list person. So I like to write a list and check off what I have to do. But I did realize as my business started to grow, things started to like you begin to kind of lose track. So if you're doing multiple projects at a time, if you have multiple things going on at a time, project management software first of all helps you track your progress. You have the ability to list all your assignments and product projects that you have going on in this software, and the beauty of it is that you're assigning tasks. If it's just you, you're assigning tasks to yourself, but you're able to give yourself a deadline. You're able to put a time frame on it. So a to-do list doesn't just become like a long list of these are things I have to do. But if you have a good project management software system, you can set priorities, you can set timelines, you can set dates. It can send you reminders via email of what you need to do. Every morning you can wake up and see, okay, this is a project that I have to work on today. Um, Whereas a to-do list is just a list of things that you can just check off as you go. And a project management software can help structure you and help you achieve things. And you can be able to look back on something and say, okay, I accomplished this, I accomplished that. And it really is a good setup. Project management software helps you organize, and manage all of your tasks. So let's just say, for example, you have a big shipment of hair product or something that has to go out, and you need to make sure that you track all the steps of the things that you need to do. So if one of the things in is to check your inventory, order your jars or your bottles, mix the product, you can actually set deadlines and dates for all of these things that you need to do. If you are a service provider, for example, and you owe somebody some things, like if you tell someone, okay, I'm going to have this project done for you by this date, it is a very good way to kind of track what you're going to do and really give you reminders of each step that you have to do in order to achieve a project. Because a lot of projects have a lot of subtasks. Project management software will allow you to put those subtasks in there and you can check them off as you go. So it helps you not feel so overwhelmed. It helps you by like systematically, having everything lined up so you know what to do. You are able to plan in your project management software. So if you have things that you want to do in the future. It's a good spot in there that you can plan and just kind of like have like a dump a place to just dump all your ideas and your thoughts about what you want to do next. It's a good way to keep all of your business contained like in one space, so you are not like literally all over the place. Now I am a post-it note girl too, so I have post-it notes stuck everywhere. And so I had to learn to not do that, but to try to put everything in one section so that I'm not looking for, oh, no, what did I say or when did I say it? That you can actually systematically put things in there and put dates on them. The other thing project management software is really, really good for is if you do have a team. If it's a team of two or a team of you, a team of three or four. Project management software allows for you to incorporate your team in it so that you can actually assign tasks to team members. You can see where they are on a project because it has a space that you can record your progress. You can actually physically go in and check and see where people are on each task. This way, the team can communicate with each other like within the software. Now, I found this to be like really helpful. Some of the clients that I work with have they have their project management software. They've invited me in, so if they give me an assignment or a task, I can complete it. Then I can just put notes. We correspond back and forth. You can put attachments in it. You can communicate pretty much back and forth, and this way, for me, by the way, is easier because if you have to send documentation to someone, for example, that you're working with, it's easier to have it all in one space. Now, I know some people, well, I can just email it. Yes, you can, but then you have to sort the email. You got to sort it by person, track it, this, that, the other. But all of your documentation while you're working on a particular project is like right in the same area, and you can basically see where people are on each task. So here's the question: we know what project management software is now. We know the benefits of it. We know that it can be very helpful. And one of the other benefits, by the way, before I move on, that I didn't mention, is that you can do your analytics. It helps track how productive you and your team are. So if you say at the end of the week, okay, I want to do all of these things, at the end of the week, you can look and see, how has my productivity been? Have I been able to resolve any of the tasks that I have on there? Have I accomplished what I said I was going to accomplish? And if I have not, then I can go back in and plan and put fresh dates on it as to when I'm going to get it done. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you about project management software. I have tried two different ones, and actually I landed on one that I like pretty good. But I will tell you this about the project management software: we have the tendency to go in and put everything in the project management software, and we get it all set up. We set our tasks up, and then we just like stop. Now, it only works if you work it. So if you want it to like really help you, you go in, you track your progress, you put what you need to do, you put what you have achieved, and then you keep it moving. But if you're just gonna set it up and not do anything, and then say, oh, it doesn't work. Well, like anything else, if you don't work it, it's not gonna work. So if you don't actually physically put your task in, you can't say, oh, it doesn't work because you haven't done your part. So somebody out there is saying right now, because I said it too, well, I can just write it on a piece of paper and it's quicker. All of that is true, but I don't have to look for the piece of paper because it's all in the system and it's already ready to go. So these are things that you can consider. So now when you're trying to think about like, is this even for me? Think about how you work, because I tell people project management software is for you if you're going to use it, and maybe it's not for you. Now all of us, we have different ways to work. I have taken the software system I use, and I use Asana, by the way. So I have taken that and I have adapted it to the way I work. So, like anything, like any of the software that's out there that people are offering, sometimes you have to make it work the way you work. And it's not like so cut and dry. So, we talked in weeks past about being you, about knowing how you work, knowing what materials and tools that you need to help you do what you need to do. So as you're looking at the various project management software systems that they have out there, think about you. Think about how you work. Do I need a list format? Do I need it to be on a board? Do I need to have it on a calendar? Because you can, in almost all of these types of software, you can flip the view to make it meet your needs and how you work. You need to think about that. And you need to think about, is this something that I'm going to truly work? Because I tell people, and I stand by it, I think that project management software will help everybody. But if you truly aren't going to invest the time into to doing what you need to do, You'll think about it. So I would get the free plan first. I would work that free plan and see how I really use it. So I noticed that a lot of people decide, oh, I'm going to get a project management software, and then they just jump all in. They're paying like the super business plan, and I'm like, you don't even have one client, so why are you paying the super business? You don't have to do all that. So you start out with the basic one, do a trial and error. See, is this system right for you? Does this program work for you? I went through two of them before I settled on Asana, and then also they have some that are more robust. They don't need that. I don't for the stage of the business of where I am right now. I don't need all of those bells and whistles and all of those things. So consider what you do as a business and consider whether this is something that you actually need, or what level you need it on, I should say. But the goal is to get away from thinking that you can record everything on paper, notepad. Um, I will tell you also this, that while I still use my project management software, I have other little systems that I kick in place as well, little organizational tips. So while I use my project management software as a guide to let me know what I need to do, I have some other techniques and things that I use like on a day-to-day basis. So when I wake up in the morning, yes, I look and see like what assignments do I have set for me, and then I use a different tracking method as to how I'm going to get it done during the day. And so we're going to be talking about some of that later on, as we continue our conversations. But first and foremost, think about what you do all day. Think about how you do it. Think about would it be beneficial to have some kind of tracking system to help you, to help guide you, to help you not forget some of the things that you need to do. And I'm going to tell you, the more we do things, the more overwhelmed you can feel because it's just a lot. It's a lot of remembering when you have to renew things. It's a lot trying to remember when you have to pay, a vendor. It's a lot trying to remember all the things that you have to do, and it's a lot trying to remember like your various assignments that you have for your clients and what stage you're on with those things. And this is where having a decent project management software can help you. Um, People may be confused, like I don't know which one. I don't know. If you feel like you need help with that, I'd be glad to help you. Book a discovery call. We can talk about it. But think about how you work. Think about what you need. Um, don't do the thing that we often do, which is look at someone they have a business, so they have this software, so you're going to use it too. You might not have the same needs they have, and this is where I cannot stress enough. Before you jump into paying for it, check it, do the trial, see if it's something that you can use or that you would use. And there are different ones out there. Find the one that best suits you. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about today. And I really want you to think about that. Like how do you work? I mean, is this something that's even for you? So when I ask the question, is project management software for me? This is something that only you can answer. Of course, my answer is yes, it's for you. But the question is, would you use it? So these are things to think about. So I am so glad you joined me today, and I am going to wrap this session up. And as we get more into it, if you want, put in the comments like what would you like for me to talk about? How much more specific would you like me to give with project manager software? What are some things that you can do? I'll also, in the weeks coming forward, I am going to talk about how you can use your project management software, some other little tricks and things that you can do within it to help your life and your business life run a little bit more smoothly. So we're going to be talking about that. But in the meantime, if you like what you heard, hit that like button. If you want to share it with someone, share it with someone. We're all in this together. And by all means, subscribe so you will know when I'm going to go on and talk about something else. Until then, enjoy your business and enjoy your life. And we'll talk soon.